So, good morning. I am Lakshmipati MG, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government First Grade College, Madhugiri, Tumakuru District, Karnataka State. My title is Financial Accounting 2. Now I am discussing about session number 35. The 35 session includes the topic conversion of single entry system into double entry system. That is preparation of cash and bank book and memorandum trading and profit and loss account. So first, what purpose conversion of single entry into double entry system? Single entry system is converted into double entry system with the following objectives: to find out the correct profit, to find out true and fair financial position of the business, to make accounting ideal and reliable, to measure accuracy of accounting records, to make a meaningful analysis of financial statements, to enable taking effective steps to be for improvement of financial position of the business, and also enjoy some other benefits of double entry system of bookkeeping. There are two steps in conversion. When the firm desires to convert its books of accounts from single entry to double entry system, the following steps must be prepared. In these steps, there are two type of steps to be followed. One is ascertaining missing information, and second one is preparing final accounts under double entry system. So now we are discussing about the preparation of cash and bank, and also preparation of memorandum trading account, and preparation of memorandum profit and loss account. So what is cash and bank book? So this account is prepared to ascertain any of the following missing information, like closing and opening balance of cash, cash sales, cash purchases, and drawings, etc. Dear students, when the closing balance of cash or bank is not given in the problem and all other cash transactions are available in the problem, then the balancing figure in the cash book will be closing cash or bank balance. So this will appear in closing balance sheet. When the opening balance of cash or bank is not given and all other information is given in the problem, and it is not a new firm, usually the balancing figure is treated as opening balance of cash or bank. So this will appear in the opening statement of affairs. So in this case, cash book should be prepared before preparing the opening statement of affairs. When the both opening and closing balance of cash bank are not given in the problem, then usually the balancing figure will be treated as cash paid to creditors, or drawings, or cash purchases, or opening bank overdraft, in that order. If the debit side is more than credit side of cash book and has cash received from debtors or cash sales or additional capital or closing bank overdraft in that order if the credit side is more than the debit side of cash book. Therefore, corresponding entries of the above mentioned balancing figure will appear as follows. Cash paid to creditors will appear on the debit side of the creditor's account. Drawings will be deducted from capital on the liability side of the balance sheet. Cash purchases will appear on the debit side of the trading account. Opening bank overdraft will appear in the opening statement of affairs. Cash received from debtors will appear on credit side of debtors account. Cash sales will appear on the credit side of trading account. Additional capital will be added to capital on the liability side of the closing balance sheet, and closing bank overdraft will appear on the liability side of the closing balance sheet. The balancing figure could be any other cash receipts of cash payments depending upon the information available in the problem. Here the format of cash book. So the debit side is receipts and credit side is payments. To balance brought down to debtors, cash received from debtors, to cash sales, to bills receivable, that is cash received against BR, to additional capital, to other incomes, to balance carry down, that is closing bank overdraft. So by balance brought down, that is opening balance of bank overdraft. By creditors, cash paid. By cash purchases. By bills payable, cash paid against BP. By drawings, by salaries, by rent, by other expenses, by balance carry down, that is closing balance of cash. So what purpose we are preparing this account? To ascertain any of the following missing information: closing balance of cash, opening balance of cash, cash sales, cash purchases, drawings, any other items depending upon the information given in the problem. Next, memorandum trading account. When the gross profit or percentage of gross profit is given in the problem, it is an indication that any one of the trading account item is missing. It could be opening stock or total purchases or closing stock or total sales. To ascertain that, memorandum trading account must be prepared. So here is the format of memorandum trading account. In debit side, to opening stock, to purchases less return, inwards or returns, to wages, to freight, to coal, gas and water, to power and fuel, to other direct expenses. In credit side, crediting sales less returns and crediting closing stock. So what purpose we prepare? To find out, to ascertain any of the following: either opening stock, closing stock, purchases, sales, direct expenses. Next, preparation of memorandum profit and loss account. This account is prepared to find out any of the following items, such as indirect expenses, net profit, sundry income, etc. When the net profit is already given in the problem, it is an indication that any one of the item of profit and loss account is missing. It could be expenses or incomes. So in this case, memorandum profit and loss account should be prepared before preparing the cash book. The following is the format of memorandum profit and loss account, that is by gross profit brought down, by sundry income, debit side to sundry expenses or indirect expenses to net profit. So here this account is prepared to ascertain any of the following sundry expenses or sundry incomes. So calculate opening stock from the following: purchases made during the year 52,000, sales made during the year 88,000, closing stock 6,000, wages, freight etc. 1,000, indirect expenses 3,000, Return outward 2000, return inward 8000. So rate of gross profit on cost 33.13%. So here we are based on the information, we have to find out the opening stock by preparing memorandum trading account for the year ended. Debit. In this problem, opening stock is not given. So again, next debit purchases 52,000 less returns 2,000. Next debit wages and freight 1,000. Next debit gross profit on cost basis and is 80,000 into 33.33 divided by 133.33 is equal to 20,000. So by sales is equal to 88,000 less returns 8,000. By closing stock is 6,000. Here credit side total is more than debit side total. The difference is 15,000 is treated as opening stock. Next, problem number 2, calculate total sales from the following. Stock at the beginning 80,000, purchases 4,20,000. Stock at the end 70,000. Rate of gross profit on sales 1/6. Return outwards 20,000. So based on this information, we are preparing memorandum trading account. Debit the opening stock 80,000, debit purchases inner column 4,20,000 less returns 20,000, remaining is 82,000. Debit gross profit 4,10,000 into 1/5. 1/5. So 82,000. So next, by credit sales 4,92,000 is a balancing figure. By closing stock 70,000 is given, but in this problem 5,62,000 is the debit side total is more than credit side total. So we have to 5,62,000 out of 5,62,000 we deduct 70,000. We get 4,92,000 is the balancing figure, is called total sales. So calculation of cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold is equal to opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. 80,000 plus 4 lakh minus 70,000 is equal to 4,10,000. Gross profit is equal to 4,10,000 into 1/5. Gross profit is equal to rupees 82,000. So total sales is equal to cost of goods sold plus gross profit. 4,10,000 plus 82,000 is equal to 4,92,000. So here try yourself. From the following information, calculate opening stock. Purchases during the year 55,000. Sales during the year 1,25,000. Closing stock 18,000. Manufacturing expenses 12,000. Carriage inwards also 2,000. Rate of gross profit was 25% on cost. So these are the references given. So based on this information, this type of question are coming to section B. So once again I repeat, in this stage there are 7 steps of preparation of opening statement of affairs, preparation of total debtors and BR account, preparation of total creditors and BP account, preparation of cash and bank account, and preparation of memorandum trading and memorandum profit and loss account on the for section B. Okay, thank you very much.